tonight in anticipation of the Butler County High School Graduation Ceremony 2024. John Eber here along with Diane Dyer, Nick Hott. You'll be hearing from him as well. Jeremy Womack is with us also for much needed tech support.
Absolutely.
Jeremy and
I need all the help I can get.
exactly. So we're here coming to you live tonight, and we're going to talk about the Butler County High School graduating class of 2024. This is the first time that we have attempted something like this, and we're grateful to Morgantown Bank and Trust for stepping up to be the sole sponsor of WLBQ, bringing this graduation to you and working definitely in cooperation with Butler County School District to make this happen. So this is our first time trying something like this, so bear with us if we have any technical difficulties or snafus, but we're doing the best we can here. We think we're hopeful everything's going to go well. The crowd continues to mill in here. We are about 25 minutes from the actual start of the ceremony, and we're going to be streaming on YouTube. You may be watching it here. You could be on Facebook. It's going to be both spots as well. We've got some videos and some audio we're going to let you listen to here in just a moment. We're also going to be because you'll always be able to see the ceremonies themselves taking place, and then we're going to pick up the audio as well. So we got a lot of things happening here tonight, and we're looking forward to a good evening. Diane, what's your thoughts as we get started here on this?
Well, I'm kind of excited about it. We were talking earlier. We don't know when the last graduation was.
We're trying to figure it out. That we actually attended, yes.
That's true. But it looks like we're going to have a packed house. I think we've got a class of maybe 134. Thereabouts. Maybe 129 that's walking the line. And so we're going to be doing that tonight. And got some songs by the choir and the chamber choir. ROTC's here to present the colors. Our valedictorian.
Diane's going to kind of going over the program here with you tonight, so that you'll know what to expect coming up here in just about a little over 20 minutes when this thing gets started.
The valedictorian is Briley Marie Webster. The salutatorian is Emma Elizabeth Givens, and they'll be giving the speech. The senior class sponsors is Maggie Dow, Galen Jones, Harrison Moore, Becky Milton, John Burton, and Clara Bernadette. And
Catherine Burdett. Yeah.
okay, class motto: you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start from where you are and change the ending. The class flower is the white rose. The class color is blue. So,
Now, Nick, of course, we're doing the high school graduation here. You, in your daytime job, at your other job,
That's right.
you work at WKU, and I know you've had a lot of experience. It's probably not been your first graduation. You've probably been to a few.
No, I've been to a couple.
Yeah, and so from a university perspective, what when we reached out to you, we thought you'd have a good insight on this because a lot of these graduates you're probably going to be seeing on the hill.
That's a distinct possibility. We do pick up quite a few students from Butler County. And sounds like we're having some audio issues, so I'm going to jump into that. Let's pick this part back up here in a minute, and we'll get our audio going.
And that's one of the reasons why we wanted to go on air a little bit early. We're trying to do a live video image.
and often, I'll come back to this, Nick. Often, when we started a ball game, when we first start, we'd be kind of muffled, and they had to do something else. And so I think we were getting a little muffled sound, but we've got our tech people working on it.
Right. So we appreciate your feedback, and this is something that we may, like I said, we may experience some hiccups as we go through this tonight. I hadn't never quite tried to do something exactly like this, so we're going to keep rolling on with it as we make some adjustments on the audio side of things.
Let's see if they can hear us now. If they're what they
Okay.
say. I think I just adjusted a few things.
Okay, just let us know.
270-526-7945.
You can also leave a comment on any of these feeds.
There you go. Or you can shoot a text to that number there.
And we'll continue to work on those things. So, big crowd, they're busing them in from the extension office, and so everybody's got a way in, so that's doing great. Just to go over a little
seats. There's still several people coming in. We still have a few fans that are wiping, but the temperature's not that bad in here right now. But we know it's going to warm up just a little bit more. So we've got the color guard. As Diane mentioned before, there's going to be some music, some choir. Events of the evening is when they call the names and the diplomas are awarded and the students come across the stage. So that's something that we look at even more. So one of the things that graduates do, and then I'm satisfied there will be the proverbial throwing of the hats and turning the stoles over and all that stuff. So I guess I had that terminology right. I don't know.
We have seen some very interesting decorations on hats too.
We have, and that's always something that graduates kind of get a kick out of, is kind of decorating the top of that hat, and that kind of always makes for some interesting stuff. So if you're just tuning in and joining us, we are working on some sound things to try to improve the quality of our sound. We received a little bit of feedback that some of that may have been a little muffled, so we're still working on the sound aspect of it. And we've got we're live streaming the Butler County High School graduation. If you're just joining us here on WLBQ, John Emery, Diane Dyer, Nick Hott, Jeremy Womack, and what promises to be a pretty well near capacity crowd here at the Butler County High School Gymnasium. Festivities are set to kick off at 6 p.m. and you never know exactly, but we're anticipating an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half. These events, the administration likes to roll on through them pretty quick because everybody, you get them all in one spot, it gets kind of hot, and everybody's looking to go. Diane, you have any more comments here on the program?
I was going to go over the top juniors.
Okay.
Benjamin Bratcher, Quentin Bratcher, Lydia Grace Brown, Sarah Maggie Childers, Maggie Ann Drake, Jack Ryder Harbaugh, Case William Newton, Joseph Oliver Jennings, Reed Nicole Noble, Waverly Sage O'Connell, Jeffrey Dean Parrish, Brock Edward, Ty Brooks Price, Ivy Quay, Austin Rice, Julian Riley, Destin Scott, and Harmony Brew Taylor. And those will be the ones that will be leading the crowd, the graduates in for us this evening, handing out programs and assisting where they can.
I know the school district shortly after 5, maybe 5 or 5:15, allowed folks who had some handicap accessible needs to come in a little earlier and kind of get situated there. And that was always a nice gesture for the school district before the doors open for the general population. But we're about 15 minutes from go time here, and
We do have some videos.
okay. So yeah,
Would we like to hear from Superintendent Tucker?
Let's hear from Superintendent Robert Tuck. We helped from Brady Jones. We got some video comments from Superintendent Robert Tuck and Butler County High School Principal Joy Young, kind of messages to the 2024 class. So we'll go to that right now and listen to those messages.
First, I want to thank our parents. As I think about this time of year when we have different promotions and ceremonies, it seems probably like yesterday for many parents that your students your babies were walking across the stage of kindergarten, promotion, and graduation. And now they're walking across the stage as graduates. I just want to thank you all for allowing Butler County Schools to be part of that journey and entrusting us in providing as far as your students with the skills and stuff that they need. To the graduates, as you close this final chapter in your educational journey and you begin the next phase, I just want to wish you the best of luck as you move into the different fields. I congratulate you on being the graduates of 2024 and all that you have accomplished individually and what you will continue to accomplish as you move through life. And I'll be looking forward to seeing those next chapters that are going to be written as you move beyond graduates at Butler County High School. First, I want to thank our parents.
Hey, we hope that message from Mr. Tuck come through. Tuck sounded good.
All right.
But we're still not sounding good.
Okay, well,
I'm going to work on that. We'll see what we can figure out here.
All right.
One thing is we are trying to mic the stage.
Correct.
Yes.
And
ourselves.
And ourselves. So I know in my headphones I'm hearing a lot of crowd noise.
Yes, we're getting that. I wonder, Diane, as we get feedback from folks, can they understand what we're saying? It's just not great quality, or
my husband says it sounded a little bit better, but still not good.
okay,
We're still working on it.
Okay.
I guess my question is, can they understand what we're saying?
Yes.
That would be the optimal question right there.
And we really want to thank Jason Jones and Morgantown Bank and Trust, because they stepped out on a limb with us and sponsored this entire event so that people at home can watch it. Okay, did we find
I just got several messages that said the sound is better, but let's just see how it goes.
Okay.
Okay. So
I appreciate everybody bearing with us.
my husband says we're sounding good now.
All right.
Perfect.
It's all like you said, Diane. It's always that sound right at the beginning.
Right at
Or
the
just
beginning,
A little,
it's something that
that's why it's always a good idea to go in a little bit early and work out those
That's right.
those bugs. So
And I think part of this has to do with we had some interference from some power cables running through here, but we're in much better shape now.
all right.
If you could see this table, you'd know it's lucky to be doing it.
Exactly right. Exactly right. But we do have one more message, don't we? Do we want to?
We do.
Okay, yes,
And let's,
from Principal Story Young.
Right.
So we're going to run to Mr. Young. Stay with us.
Class of 2024, I just want to say I am incredibly proud to have been your principal. Excited for what you have in store. I've told you repeatedly, we want you to leave here with skills and knowledge that get you ready for something bigger and better. Today's the day you get to take that step, and I'm excited for you. I'm extremely proud of you, and for those of you that haven't heard it in a while, and those of you who need to hear it, we've loved you. We will love you. Thank you for everything you've done for Butler County High School. Class of 20.
Now go ahead. Here
All
we
right.
go.
What's the problem, Diane?
I hooked those up this morning.
I don't think that was it.
And I think I run them over each other.
I don't think that was it.
Okay, we're set to kick off here at 6. Did we play Mr. Young's?
We have played Mr. Young's and we have played Mr. Tuck's as well.
And we've got some other comments from them that we may plug in later on.
Absolutely.
if we get a little down moment. Looking at the Butler County School District, and we are here if you're just joining us, Butler County High School Graduation 2024. But looking at the Butler County School District as a whole, just by some of the numbers, the total enrollment of the Butler County School District is 2,078 students. Butler County High School has 647 students. Butler County Middle School has 466 enrolled. Morgantown Elementary, 608. And North Butler Elementary, 357. So a total Butler County School District enrollment of 2,078 students. And the Butler County, as is the case in a lot of rural districts, especially Diane, the Butler County school districts is the top. The local school districts are oftentimes the top employers in the county, and they are often intertwined with the community in a variety of ways. And from family resources at the elementary schools, youth service centers at the middle school and high school, as well as various other partnerships that we'll be talking about that the Butler County School District has with the community. So we are about 8 minutes away from things going live here. ROTC looks like they're getting close to getting ready to probably kick off these ceremonies.
Right. Just to give you a little rundown here, course, Pomp and Circumstance, as we all know, will kick us off. We have an introduction by Addison Leanne Miller, presentation of the colors by the NJROTC Color Guard, the Pledge of Allegiance, the National Anthem by the Butler County Senior Choir, the invocation, the choir again will be singing, welcome and introduction by Ryan Story Young, presentation of awards by Mr. Humphreys, valedictorian address by Briley Webster, then the presentation of the class. So we're getting ready to try to see Mr. Lowe is in his spot down there.
Yeah.
And the ROTC man is standing right beside me over here.
There you
They're
go.
ready to roll.
Yes, and it looks like all of our local photographers have made it here tonight.
I've seen at least 3 I can think of. There's probably more hiding out here somewhere.
Yes.
Butler County School District partners with the community in a lot of different ways. Boys and girls clubs at both elementary school.
And that is such a wonderful thing.
It is. This has helped them to grow the center into a teen center to serve more students. Dual credit opportunities are a big thing here at the high school. Ties into that college thing, Nick,
sure
that we were
does.
talking about.
You know, when a student can take some dual credit courses before they go to college, it's going to really help reduce the amount of time that they spend in college, give them a little bit less time to degree, help them towards that graduation rate as well. But more importantly, for each and every individual student, it's going to lower the cost overall of their college degree the more dual credit that they take before they go to a university.
251 courses completed for the 23-24 school year with a 97.6% pass rate.
And that's huge because most of the universities and community colleges within the state are going to take the courses that a student's taking through dual credit and apply them towards some sort of general education program so that they will count towards that degree. 11
students are doing co-op in the fields of nursing, carpentry, industrial maintenance, automotive, childhood education, culinary arts. There's 24 work-based students. Those are students who are transition ready but working in a field that are not associated with the co-op programs. Now, we're not, all this is not the senior class. We're just giving you kind of a snapshot of a lot of things that are going on in the Butler County School District and specifically the high school. And one of the big things that the district is really embarking on has been the Portrait of a Learner, which is something that has kind of been built over the last year or so. It's a major district-wide initiative that's teaching various skills: problem solving, character building, collaboration, global citizenship, communication, a lot of different things to get students professional career ready as they graduate from Butler County High School. So that's something that's been a big initiative, district-wide initiative that's going to involve all the schools actually. So
let me ask you
about
guys.
5 minutes before they get going
ask you
here.
guys something. When I graduated back in 1974,
she's throwing the number out there and everything.
the girls wore white gowns, and the boys wore blue, I think, or maybe they wore black. Now everybody wears blue.
Wears a blue gown, yeah.
When you graduated, John?
I couldn't.
You didn't even know if you wore a gown.
I couldn't even remember. I know I wore a gown. Yeah, because I remember
and flip-flops underneath it, most likely.
It was kind of hot.
Nick, you was out there in Arkansas.
We were, and we did our graduation outdoors.
Did y'all holler like hogs?
Excuse me.
No, we did not call the hogs at my particular graduation ceremony. Now, I do know that there are some graduation ceremonies where that does occur.
Yes.
Not around here, though.
Not around here.
No.
They won't be. They won't
make
be
different noises
They won't
here.
be calling those hogs in Lexington, will they?
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
You know, another big thing that the school district, and we're about 5 minutes away, big preschool move, Diane, is taking place. And that's something that's set to have a pretty big impact on the district as a whole, as a lot of the early grades, those preschool grades, are going to be moving to the old Morgantown Community Church, which has been purchased by the Butler County Board of Education. Now, they've been remodeling.
Right.
They have.
And that move is going to be taking place this next school year, right?
Yes.
So,
and that will be preschool, Owl Academy, and all of those programs. And, you know, we were talking about that today. For our students here in Butler County, we were just going kind of through wheels. He's been in play school, preschool, Owl Academy, kindergarten, and then he hit first grade.
This is like our 5th one, I believe.
Yes.
Here. But another thing that this will allow a school like Morgantown Elementary, which always seems to kind of be bursting at the seams, to get all of those students kind of into the main building.
Yes.
And away from some of the auxiliary buildings there. And that will allow some greater flexibility. The old band room, Diane, will be going to turn into the main home for the Family Resource and Youth Service Center to work out of there. So it's going to, having the preschool that kicks off is going to kind of ripple through the school district there and lead to a lot of positive things, I think, for the district.
Definitely. And
go ahead.
I was just going to, again, thank Morgantown Bank and Trust for making this possible. Jason Jones and his staff there. We couldn't do this without them, and they took on the sole sponsorship of this event, and hopefully we can see more events like this. I know this past year we were able to do the school's veterans program.
Exactly.
And
Got a lot of good
Jeremy
feedback on
Womack
that.
did a great job. Did that solo.
He did fantastic.
He did.
He won't fist bump me here, but he,
Yes.
And we really appreciate the cooperation of the Butler County School District as well.
Yes.
Superintendent Tuck working with us just hand in hand to make this possible. And, you know, talking about working ahead and moving ahead for the school district, probably the big news, Diane, that's happened over the last month or so has been the $7 million allocation that the Butler County School District has received as some of the students are starting to walk in now. And we'll talk more about that in just a minute, but
I believe these are your
these are our
junior
juniors.
ushers.
well, let me finish this up. But that you've seen some news reporting on it. $7 million appropriation from the Kentucky General Assembly that's going to be benefiting the Butler County High School gym, Morgantown Elementary, the middle school, the Butler County ATC, with a lot of HVAC upgrades that the district has sorely needed there. And that's some of the big news, to get a $7 million appropriation through the General Assembly.
Yes, and big thank you to Representative Rebecca Raymer and Senator Steve Meredith
Absolutely.
for helping with that.
Absolutely.
The top juniors have got into position, and I named those earlier: Benjamin Blake Bratcher, Quentin Bratcher, Lydia Brown, Sarah Maggie Childers, Maggie Ann Drake, Jack Ryder Harbaugh, Case William Hooten, Joseph Oliver Jennings, Reed Nicholas Noble, Waverly Larkin Sage O'Connell, Jeffrey Dean, Parrish Brock, Ty Brooke Price, Ivy Lawson Rice, Julian Riley, Daston Scott, and Harmony Taylor.
All right.
Pomp and circumstance.
Pomp and circumstance. It is time. And here comes
Superintendent Tuck.
the school board.
And the board leading the way.
Yes. Ryan Darty, Delbert Johnson, Rich Ellis, Debbie Hammers, and Amy Waddle. I had Amy in class. It's hard for me to say Amy Waddle.
Mr. Young, Mr. Humphrey, Mr. Hartford, as well as others, as well as class sponsors coming around for the class. They're taking their positions on the podium. If you're just joining us and we're listening to the Butler County, you're watching and we're listening to the Butler County High School Graduation 2024. Now you're going to hear some random comments.
Yes, you will.
So,
And here come your graduates.
All 129 of them.
just got a message that said, "We wore blue and white," from Lori K.
Okay.
Thank you, Lori. Appreciate that. I couldn't remember. I don't know what I wore Monday, Nick.
You know me either.
I like the hat decoration.
The hat collection is quite interesting.
It takes a lot of effort to really make that look good.
I don't remember doing that either.
At my high school, we were
wasn't
told we were
allowed.
not allowed to.
We wasn't allowed to either.
Things have softened up a bit, haven't they?
Some things have.
Some things had, yeah.
Some things are a little stricter.
You know, a good crowd here, but still a few spots available. I feel like we got who we got, though, don't you, Nick?
What's that?
I feel like we got the crowd we're going to have. Don't you?
I don't imagine they would allow people in while the graduates are going to be
Right.
streaming in. So they're going to, if it's going to fill up anymore, it'll be just a minute.
Graduating members of the class are still marching in to pomp and circumstance, as you are going to hear some random, I would say, hoops and hollers. Would that be a good phrase?
The hooting and the hollering.
Hooting and the hollering, absolutely. Butler County High School Graduation 2024, brought to you by WLBQ. Morgantown Bank and Trust, our sole sponsor, in cooperation with the Butler County School District.
Board of Education.
That's exactly right.
Now, a lot of the graduates will have different color cords on, as you can tell, and there's a whole list of them.
Is there an explanation of what that is somewhere?
Yes, there is.
Oh, here we go.
But it's a large list. Sashes outlined in gold. It's the valedictorians and salutatorians. Sashes outlined in gold, 4.0 GPA. Honor seniors have gold tassels. Honor seniors' sashes are outlined in red. And then depending on what club you're in is the color of cord that you have.
And you will hear from time to time, we just have some breaks in what we have to say so that you can observe and watch the graduates file in.
And, you know, one of the things, Nick, that I've heard kind of goes against maybe some other wisdom that people said. You know, a lot of times in radio they say, oh, you don't want that air, that dead time on the air. But I think it's okay.
In an event like this, it certainly is.
Absolutely. Let it breathe a little bit. That way you can pick up some of these good comments here. You might even hear some better comments from the crowd.
You might.
We're not responsible for content of things shouted by the audience.
Well, and so many families happy to be here, and the first step in their education, high school diploma. You've got some families, I'm sure this is their first high school graduate.
Could be.
And then others that's going on to bigger and better things and trainings and skills and that type of thing. So just a very proud moment here for our community, grandparents and parents, aunts, uncles.
You know, I've heard a lot of people in recent times, I've heard people make the comments that, you know, graduating, that today's day and age, you know, graduating from high school is not as big a thing as what it used to be. But, you know, it is. It is. People, it's your launching point, Nick.
Absolutely.
Whether you end up at a four-year college or whether you end up in a trade, a occupation, a profession that goes a different route. And it signifies your ability, among other things, to see something through and to finish it and to show up. And, you know, we all know as adults that a big part of anything.
Sometimes showing up's half the battle.
Exactly right. So this is an accomplishment for these graduates here. We're appreciative of them. We're close to the halfway point. Now there comes a big furry one, a big furry hat
with lights on it.
It's got lights on it as well. Now that's creative.
I'd catch my head on fire.
You talk about the importance of this moment for some of these kids. I mean,
yes.
And I say kids, they're adults. This is the reason they call it commencement is you are finishing something, but you're also beginning something else.
Ooh, that's deep.
That's why it's called commencement.
There you go.
We have to give a little, our Jonah, who's normally up here on these headphones, is down here in a cap and gown now.
I'm looking
Diane,
for him.
Diane, when she sees Jonah, Diane may hoop.
Is he already out here somewhere?
I don't think so.
We're going to have to see where.
We may have to do our own hooping and hollering. You know, I said I probably wasn't going to, but when I finally graduated from college at Western, I was so relieved. I actually went to it.
But you were on the 10-year plan.
I was on the 10-year plan. I went to school long enough to be a doctor. Didn't get out with a PhD, but I did get out with a bachelor's. So, from the Hill.
There you go.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is that you finished.
Yeah,
that's true.
Right.
Okay.
Now we're hearing
that gentleman is excited.
Now we're hearing some booing, but I think it's boos of affection.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was excited when his graduate come out.
That's right. Hey, I think this is one of the best parts right here. Yeah. I kind of like this aspect of it. As the students are coming in and we're hearing the fans.
Yeah. And people in the audience is holding up posters. And stuff for their graduates. I've seen a lot of people with flowers and balloons.
It's not like golf, Nick. They don't have to be quiet, do they?
You don't have to clap quietly.
No.
Or archery.
Yeah.
There's Blake Toms.
If Blake is already out there, that means Mr. Jonah Maurice is already out there as well, now that I know his middle name.
Uh-oh.
We'll be calling him that from now on.
I was going to say, I think this is
that'd been good
a
information.
momentous occasion now that we know.
We have been very fortunate to have great interns from Butler County High School that continues to work with us.
Well, interns formally on the intern program, but also, Diane, students from Butler County High School that just work for us.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, the old-fashioned intern, I guess you would say. So if you were to just be joining us, we are here live at the Butler County High School Gymnasium, where we are watching and talking about the graduating class of 2024 Butler County High School. The ceremony taking place right now here at the school. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. John Embry, Diane Dyer, Nick Hott, Jeremy Woback with a serious look on his face.
And we know there's just some people unable to attend the events. So this is one of the reasons we wanted to work with Superintendent Robert Tuck and to get this available for people who is not able to make it here in person.
We heard messages from Superintendent Tuck and Principal Young during our pre-graduation ceremony. And do we have a couple others that down the road that we can plug in, Nick?
We absolutely do. We've got several comments from Principal Young and Superintendent Tuck that we'll be able to share with you as we go.
Tell you what, Nick, when you see the opportune time during a transition time or something,
you just jump on it.
You just jump on it and give us the sign.
As close as we can, I'll make it happen.
Exactly right. We're getting close to the final graduates coming in.
You know, used to you'd have a Sunday service with the baccalaureate.
Now, we had that.
We did too. And some schools still do it, but a lot of schools have just gone to the one ceremony.
Yeah.
And folks, if you're leaving us comments, we're trying to listen to those and kind of respond a little bit here, but we're not actually able to answer you or respond over any of our messengers right now. No. So we'll try to adjust if you're asking for that and we can achieve it. But if not, it will continue to roll as is, as the faculty for Butler County High School stream in.
Mm-hmm.
And as they do, we're going to jump over and hear from Superintendent Tuck for just one moment. And just a second. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to stay with it. See me?
The singing of our national anthem by our senior choir members. The presentation of colors by the Butler County High School Navy Junior ROTC, led by Commander Harry Phelps and Master Chief Bill Vermillion, and led by Cadet Petty Officer First Class James Jones, Cadet Petty Officer First Class Alyssa Barton, Cadet Petty Officer Second Class Angelina Pablo, Cadet Petty Officer Second Class Asher Jones, and Cadet Seaman Haley Phelps.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So proudly we whose broad stripes and bright stars would the perilous fight, would the ramparts be washed, with the ramparts be streaming, under our gates and the streaming.
Let us bow our heads to pray. Lord, thank you today for every single graduate here. I thank you for the time that you've given us over the last 13 years and for the hand of protection you've placed over us every single day. Lord, I pray that you continue to be with each person here today as they begin a new chapter in life and that you will continue to guide and protect them. I pray for the families and friends here today whose graduate has gone on to be with you. I pray that you will give them peace today and every day through all things, big and small. I thank you for every educator and staff member who has had an effect on the young adults here today. We thank you for their kindness and how they've shaped each one of us into the people we've become. Lord, I thank you for the plan that you have for each life here today, and I pray that each person here will see you in their lives throughout the next chapter. As each graduate walks across the stage tonight, please help us to feel your peace and love as we enter this next phase of life. Thank you so much for each person in the room today and all that you've done for us. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. May you be seated.
Thank you, senior choir members. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mr. Young, principal of Butler County High School. I would like to welcome staff and honored guests to our commencement ceremonies for Butler County High School class of 2024. I would like to first introduce our guests. On stage with me are members of the Butler County Board of Education. Please stand to be recognized when I call your name. Butler County School Superintendent, Mr. Robert Tuck. Representing the 1st District, Mr. Richie Ellis. Representing the 2nd District, Ms. Debbie Hammers. Representing the 3rd District, Dr. Amy. Representing the 4th District, Mr. Delbert Johnson. And representing the 5th District, Mr. Ryan Doherty. Also on stage with me is the Butler County High School Assistant Principal, Mr. Ryan Humphrey. Butler County High School school counselors, Ms. Ashley McGinnis, Mr. Sam Hartford, and senior counselor, Patricia Tubling. And members of our school-based decision-making council, again, as you are named, please stand to be recognized. Teacher Representative Ms. Carissa Poston. Teacher Representative Ms. Catherine Burdett. Teacher Representative Mr. Dennis Robbins. Teacher Representative Ms. Kaylee McMullen. And Parent Representative Ms. Adra Skaggs. At this time, we'd like to honor programs. The top juniors are listed, and they have helped us all week. So at this time, would the top juniors please stand to be recognized?
Still with us here, joining us back, we are here at Butler County High School Graduation. Mr. Troy Young, principal now, is recognizing the juniors. He's recognized members of the Board of Education. Site-based Superintendent Tuck. The program continues, Diane.
And the juniors who we have named, the top juniors as well, and now recognizing the faculty. The invocation was given by Miss Lydia Wilcox, and the Butler County Senior Choir did the song.
So Mr. Troy Young, principal at the high school, is finishing up his opening remarks here as the program continues on. You're listening to Butler County and watching Butler County High School Graduation 2024, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust, Morgantown Bank and Trust, WBQ, and in cooperation with the Butler County School District. So we're going to go ahead and quieten back down for a sec as we pick up the program. Anything else to say before we do that?
Next, Mr. Ryan Humphrey, assistant principal, will recognize awards and special recognition.
Okay.
And we'll go back to the program.
Graduate here today that has signed his letter of enlistment to the United States Marine Corps. With no way, Pablo Gregorio, please stand to be recognized. BCHS would like to honor one of our own who's also felt the call of service to our school, or to our country. Mr. Chaz Pritchard, would you stand to be recognized? United States Navy. Coach P, as they call it, will be leading us to go to the United States Navy. We're proud of that. So let's celebrate all our men and women who have served in military service. If you are a veteran or currently enlisted in the military, please stand. We would like to applaud you. sacrifices you have given so that we can be here today. BCHS would also like to honor a special retiring teacher. After 34 years, Ms. Kimberly Embry is finally graduating. Thank you, Ms. Embry, for everything. BCHS in the class of 2024 want to pause our class that is no longer with us. Edwin Edon Oriana. Edwin has an open chair right here in front of me, designated by the class of 2024 in remembrance of their classmate. At this time, I would like to invite Edwin's mom and sister to the stage to receive an honorary diploma from Butler County High School. The class of 2024 holds a special place in my heart because we came together to Butler County High School 4 years ago. The growth I've witnessed over the last 4 years is tremendous, and it is fitting that we finish your high school careers here in this gym, because the first thing I thought of was these little nervous, masked freshmen spaced out 6 feet eating lunch in this very room. I see some smiles and I see some head nods. A lot of uncertain times there, so uncertain that I remember one of these graduates say, "Mr. Young, can we take off our masks to eat?" To which I said, yes, because I'm not sure how you're going to be able to do that without taking off your mask. Now I'm excited to see you walk across this stage, strong, smiling, confident young men and women. Walking across this stage tonight are talented musicians like Riley McCoy. They've led our choir and band to distinguished recognitions at KMEA, and we are thankful for you all. Walking across this stage tonight, we see decorated competitors like Taylor Leach and Addison Miller, who have shined before in this gym. Walking across this stage tonight, we have nationally recognized athletes like Parker Smith, Gage Beasley, Kyle Chambers, who have taken BCHS track to a regional championship last night, and state championships and national finals. But before you say those are just high school memories that really don't matter, also walking across the stage are future welders like Jamison Finley and Blake Inglis. Also walking across the stage are future teachers like Lydia Wilcox and Riley Jones, future engineers like Jackie Q, future nurses like Spencer Cox, Sally Butler, Aaliyah Fleener, and so many more. Walking across this stage tonight will be incredibly hard workers with stories that would blow your mind, like Dustin Smith and Everson McGill. We could go on, but the goal has always been to have students with a combination of knowledge and skills that will lead to a better life. As parents, I know that's what we want for our children. We have a mission here at Butler County High School, and these students have heard it once or twice. We are helping build a better BCHS. This school year, we've seen seen how powerful our little Butler County can be when we work together to support our students. We've seen that blue wave of Butler County pride rise up all the way to Rupp Arena and beyond. And for that, we thank you. It is a beautiful thing to see you all come together for these students. It's not only building a better BCHS, but it's building a better Butler County. And the class that started all this went through all the growing pains with us. Let us take risks. Let us make mistakes. And come out the other side as better students, better teachers, better principals, and hopefully a better school, and maybe even a better community as the class of 2024. I will forever be grateful to you. So whether you grow up on Caneyville Road or Dexterville Road, you can help build a better Butler County. Whether you live on Graveltown Road or Dollartown Road, we believe you can improve your life. Whether you grow up on Leonard Oak Ridge Road or Carson Ridge Road, we want to support our students. And whether you live in Round Hill or Rochester or anywhere in between, we hope you're proud of being a Butler County High School graduate. To the class of 2024, I hope you're proud of being a Butler County High School graduate, because we are proud of you. We're excited to hear what you do next and see what you do next. I'm incredibly proud and honored to have been your principal. Thank you. And one last time, for those of you who haven't heard in a while, and those of you who need to hear it, we love you. Tonight I have the honor of recognizing several deserving graduates. The Butler County High School class of 2024 has been offered over $1.4 million in scholarship money. Graduates, if you've been offered a scholarship as you head into your next steps of education, please stand and be recognized. Transition readiness is a status given by the Kentucky Department of Education for students who are career ready through industry or career and technical education certifications and in-the-course testing, or college ready through ACT, dual credit classes, or by other means. The Butler County High School class of 2024 has 115 of 135 students who are post-secondary ready, either by becoming college or career ready. These totals from the class of 2024 gives Butler County High School a new all-time high of 90% college and career readiness. These graduates are recognized by a transition ready medal around their neck. Graduates, if you've been labeled as transition ready, please stand and be recognized. Finally, we would like to recognize a valedictorian for the class of 2024. We at BCHS are so proud of this student's hard work and accomplishments, including having the highest weighted grade point average of the class of 2024.
Congratulations, Riley Webster. Please come forward for your introduction.
If I was even a candidate for it. But now that I'm standing in front of this amazing class of 2024, I kind of wish I started writing it sooner. Butler County High School faculty, proud parents, and fellow graduates, today is truly a significant milestone in our lives, and it is an honor for me to be able to speak to you all tonight. Whether you're wearing a graduation cap with a tassel ready to be moved to the left side, or you're in the stands watching and taking pictures of your loved one, today is such an important day to all of us. After tonight, we all will be going our separate ways, and I'm so proud of all of you. These past 7 years with all of you have been an amazing journey, and let us not forget this journey that has brought us to this moment. Within these school walls, each and every one of us has overcome challenges, embraced opportunities, and created friendships that will last a lifetime. We have had so many fun memories that I will never forget, like when Addie had decided to dress up as Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and wore a big giant blow-up suit to our last football game. Or when Jonah was being convinced to run a relay at a track meet and he actually did it. And I'll never forget being able to hang out in town with all my friends after the football games. I'm going to miss how excited we were when pep rallies were first introduced and how Jay would always get the student section started at the basketball games. I'm going to miss the track team that has felt like my family for the past 7 years. I'm going to miss Brandy Smith being my swim coach, even when I was her only swimmer. But most of all, I will miss all of you. As we enter this new chapter of our lives, let us remember all the good times we've had and how we will continue making more memories. Even once you leave here, after our caps have been thrown, take time to cherish these memories. Take time to think about the support and encouragement of those who have stood by us every step of the way, whether it be a teacher, coach, or parent. Let us carry forward the values of hard work, integrity, and compassion as we step into our future. Allow yourself to dream nobly, pursue your passions confidently, and make a difference in life wherever it may lead you. And do not be afraid to fail. Our failures are what we grow from and how we learn our greatest lessons. As we celebrate today, look to the future with hope and optimism. Grab the opportunities that lie ahead and strive to make your mark on the world in ways both big and small. I want to finish by saying I remember how excited everyone would get about the last day of school. It was something we all couldn't wait for. We would all talk about our plans for the summer and how exciting it was to finally see our friends again when we came back to school next year. But now we're all seniors and this is our last one, our very last day. And now we get to turn to a new chapter. As Ferris Bueller says, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. Thank you.
Presenting the class of 2024, we kindly ask that you respect each student here tonight and hold all applause until each row has been presented diplomas. We want each and every family to hear their student's name. We ask that any and all family and friends representing the student stand in honor of the graduate and be seated after he or she has presented his or her diploma. Thank you for honoring our request. Juniors, please come up. It's okay.
All right, we understand we're having some trouble, so we're going to call out the names for you. That was Emma Elizabeth Gibbons. Next is Ian Kyle Johnson. Ty Jacob Siler. Allison Lee Johnson. Madeline Dawn Moore. Agnes Ann Marie Odie. Bryson Lee Woolridge. Taylor Iris Survey. Havana Nicole Hack. Madison Brooke Elmore. Grace Louise Marshall. Aaliyah May Muth. Michael James Lewis Luyette. Connor Jake Thompson. And that is the first row of graduates. And row 2 is now making their way to the stage.
Superintendent Tuck will be presenting this row's diplomas.
Ansley Nichelle Gibbons. Brandon Wayne Hudson. Whitley Levi Fleming. Sienna Elizabeth Ferguson. Jason Scott Gordon. Phoenix Marie Nash. River Maddox Drake. Marcus Wayne Phelps. Destiny Marie Geip. Savannah Michelle Zach. Briley Marie McClellan. Spencer Clay Cox. Maylin Leanne Belicki. Brianna Rain Howard. Weston Marshall Annis. Jackie Hugh. Jonah Maurice Swift.
He hugged his girlfriend before he came on stage.
Parker Houston Smith.
There we go.
Well, Jonah is a sweetie, you know.
He is.
We have to start calling him the love doctor.
Kyle Logan Chambers. And Brody Lee Vinson. That will wrap up the second row of graduates. And now row 3 will make their way to the stage.
Tonight's event, once again, we'd like to express our appreciation for Morgantown Bank and Trust for signing up for the sole sponsor of this. Appreciate the Butler County Board of Education.
Mateo Alexander Alonzo Lucas. Shayla Kimberly Jimenez Domingo. Julio Lucas Gomez. Baltazar Mendoza Gomez. Diego Rolando Mendoza Alonzo. Noe Pablo Gregorio.
Now, they did mention he's enlisted in the Marine Corps.
Marine Corps, yeah.
Irvin Sanchez Medlina. Jose Emilio Gonzalez Lucas. Betsy Jocelyn Alarcon Rivera. Rosa Alonzo Lucas. Olivia Grace Renfro. Addison Leanne Miller. Briley Marie Webster. Kinley Faith Grubb. Lacey Corinne White. Kiara Lachey Fleener. Madison Page Clark. Presley Reese Howard. Jalen Dawn Combest. Rochelle Lene Lindsay. And that would be the end of the third row of graduates as we move on now to the fourth row.
Getting right about that halfway point, I guess. Pretty close to it.
We are. As they call out applause for that row of graduates.
And we get ready for row 4.
We're about 49 minutes into the ceremony here. Things moving along pretty good pace, Nick.
Yes, they are.
The next row gets ready to receive their diplomas.
Olivia Rose Johnson.
Olivia Rose Johnson. Aaliyah Rochelle Fleener. Yesenia Diaz Cedillo. Pedro Hernandez Carmelo. Brian Jacob Cantu. Wyatt Levi Jackson Clark. Brian Hunter Lindsay. Rowdy Anthony Bumpus. Jonna Lynn Cox. Dustin Lane Smith. Elijah Travis Forsyth. J. Cedric Peralta.
Nick, we are getting still some good hooping and hollering at time.
A little bit, yeah. Malachi Mason Murphy. Cadence Ray Witzel. Liberty Allison Fleener. Chloe Ann Cook. Carly Gale Brooks. Rebecca Agrafina Rojas. Michaela Alexis Embry. Haley Alexis May. And that brings us to the end of row 4 as we move now to row 5.
I have seen a few tears. So
here and there.
Yes. Very emotional.
Madeline K. Cantu. Alyssa Lavelle Alexander. Brooklyn Page Smith.
Some of the footwear is interesting.
It is. Flip-flops, tennis shoes, heels, boots.
Radisson Streamley Grace Dowell. Madison Avery Coots. Riley Madison Jones. Tyler Lee Skipworth. Gage Thomas Beasley. Taylor Addison Leach. Everson Yabani Padilla Sanchez.
Ethan Charles Cardwell. Ethan Connor Kirby. Dylan Ray Hudnall. Levi Gavin Fleener. Braden Riggs Martin. Blake Jordan Toms.
Shout out to Blake there and our family.
Yep.
Sally Ann Butler.
And Miss Sally Ann.
I always remember Sally from all the terrapin races.
That's true.
Tara Elizabeth Hampton.
That's right.
Morgan Page McKinney.
Morgan Page McKinney.
The Butler family had fast terrapins.
They did.
Cora Grace McMillan.
And Cora Grace McMillan. And as that row takes a seat, we prepare for the last row of graduates.
That's the first selfie I've seen.
The first selfie we've seen.
Morgan whips out the camera and makes a selfie.
Row 6, please stand.
And as row 6 makes their way up,
So our last
this
row
will
of
be the
graduates.
last row.
Again, a big thank you to Morgantown Bank and Trust for sponsoring us tonight.
Absolutely.
Landon Edward Brooks.
Landon Edward Brooks.
Haley Nicole Boyd.
Kaylee Nicole Coy.
Are a few people kind of filing out as it goes on. Not many though.
No, they ask them not to, so.
Reagan Malia Jane Thomas.
Kaylin Marie Heminger.
Kaylin Marie Heminger.
Brooklyn Nicole Kimball.
Brooklyn Nicole Kimball.
Guadalupe Paez Gregoria.
Guadalupe Paez Gregoria.
Nick, you have done a wonderful job with these names.
Absolutely. Don't say that yet. I have a whole page to go. Stephen Chandler Lewis.
He's taller than everybody on the stage.
Jonathan Blake Inglis.
Jonathan Blake Inglis.
I tell you what, a lot of these guys have grown up a lot since I saw them in the 8th grade.
Jaden Ronnie.
That's right, you've had most of these in the 8th grade.
Yeah, a few of them I haven't. Some of that was during that COVID era. And
Cadence Cheyenne Gregory.
Jaden Ronnie Justice and Cadence Cheyenne Gregory.
Jaden Keith Jenkins.
Jaden Keith Jenkins.
Jameson Colin Finley.
Jamison Kylan Findley.
Ethan Scott Coy.
Ethan Scott Coy.
Braden James Phelps.
Braden James Phelps.
Brian Logan Hargrove.
Brian Logan Hargrove.
Porter Chase Moore.
Porter Chase Moore.
Alexis Marie Sanford.
Alexis Marie Sanford.
Noah Matthew Flynn.
And Noah Matthew Fleener.
And that is the class of 2024.
That is every one of them.
And you know, Mr. Young alluded to the fact that this class come in as freshmen in mass
Yes.
after a COVID year.
And we're going to try to go back to the mic at the stage now.
Yes.
And see if we can hear the rest of the presentation of the diplomas and senior time.
Superintendent Tuck, it is my pleasure and honor to present to you the Butler County High School class of 2024. Set forth by the Commonwealth of Kentucky State Board of Education, the Butler County Board of Education, and the Butler County High School School-Based Decision-Making Council. At this time, the class president, Mrs. Olivia Renfro, please come forward.
We're having what we call senior time now, which is kind of neat.
Yes.
No, the crowd just kind of stays where they are, and the seniors are kind of moving and visiting and talking, and just kind of billed accurately so, Diane, as kind of the last time that this group will be together as a group. I mean, you know, I guess you got reunions to look forward to, but this is kind of the the last hurrah culminated in 12 years of, or at least 12 years, a little bit more than that in some ways of education. I'm talking about preschool, kindergarten, all that, Nick.
Absolutely.
And you know, a lot of, I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that they won't see again.
Right. Yeah.
You scatter a lot more than what you ever think you will.
Sometimes.
Right, and life goes on, and life happens, and hopefully they'll stay close and have reunions. I know we're getting ready for our reunion, that wonderful class of 74, but this is a very meaningful time for them.
We appreciate all the folks who have listened. I would love to hear your comments and feedback on it. I know we've gotten several comments there, and but we appreciate all the folks who have listened and watched this production. We hope it's gone well for you, and we'll take this experience and try to improve on it and even make it better in the future. Once again, appreciate Morgantown Bank and Trust for stepping forward to sponsor this, as well as our cooperation with the Butler County Board of Education. Superintendent Robert Tuck, WWQ, is honored to play a small part here in this major community event. Very important for Butler County.
And I see our little Jonah Maurice Swift down there.
We need to get Jonah's attention there and see if he'll give us a thumbs up or something. They can't get him to look up there. But we could, we could hate to, but we could do it. We could do a big hoot and holler.
I don't think we better do that.
We'll probably better not do both. Or we can holler, but let's not do both.
If we hoot and holler, we'd probably pull a muscle.
A nice ceremony tonight. Riley Webster did a great job representing the valedictorians in her speech, and just a real nice event tonight.
You know, it never got very hot.
No, a lot of people are fanning, but you know, it's a large crowd.
Yeah, I mean, we're not sitting here chilled.
No.
But I mean, in terms of events like this, hey, pretty good.
And we would like to do more events like this. This past school year was our first time doing the veterans. And this allowed people, hopefully our goal was to allow people that was unable to attend, or maybe people not from here, to see grandchildren, nieces, nephews. Our families are blended now, and lots of times everybody can't be at the same spot, so hopefully that helped out in that situation.
And Nick, that we'll be able to watch this.
Yes.
So, may even get better with time.
And thank you for bearing with us as we started. We was a little muffled.
Yeah, well, we're still having some audio issues here and there. A big part of that is just the network and the speed that we can get off of the network right now.
And we want to thank Jimmy Felty and the IT people for getting us better lines. And now we're going to have the class presented. And now this is the big time where you get to throw that tassel over.
We're going to go down to them.
Graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left and turn your stoles around. Okay. When you came tonight, you had the heart of a BCHS student, and now, as you leave, you will have the spirit of a Butler County High School graduate. I now pronounce you graduated, and I will be the first to say, congratulations. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that's always the best part. Now they have to find their hat. But they have all graduated, and we wish them the best of luck.
Now it looks like somebody threw a smoke bomb out in the middle of it. Everybody's running for the exit.
Yeah.
I don't even literally mean smoke. I just mean people are running for the exit.
Yes.
Yes.
That is graduation, folks. Congratulations to the class of 2024.
We still have a couple of short videos.
We sure do.
Might as well.
Yes.
Why don't we go ahead and get those while they're milling around here? And who knows? We may grab somebody.
We might. We'll see. Right now, we're going to go to Superintendent Tuck as he gives his comments on what it means to be a Butler County graduate.
Graduate of Butler County Schools. One thing that I want to share is, in my office, I have my high school diploma from where I graduated from Butler County Schools. And I do that for a couple reasons. One reason is I'm very proud to say that I'm a graduate of Butler County Schools, but also it allows me to reflect on as far as the relationships and the journey I had as I went through Butler County Schools. And very appreciative of those experiences that were offered to me by my teachers, staff, and administration, and just reminds me that I want to do those things as well, and hope that we have done that for this graduating class as you all have reached this milestone in your educational journey.
All right, as the seniors are meeting their families, we're going to continue on the broadcast here for a little while.
So Diane, what are some takeaways from it?
Well,
put you on the spot there.
First of all, I thought the crowd was excellent. I have been at events before where people just acted kind of crazy, but I think everybody did a great job. I think I appreciate the fact that it was streamlined a little bit because, they have a lot to do.
Hey, I appreciate an hour and 10 minutes.
Yes. And like we've said multiple times, there was a
confetti popper there.
There we go. But just a very great class, and we wish them the best of luck. I'm trying to wave to Jonah, and he's not waving back. But he looks happy.
Jonah's a graduate now. He's done with us.
That's true.
I'm just kidding.
And we're going to go back to Principal Young to talk about the obstacles that the class of 2024 has overcome.
And that's true. They started as a COVID class.
Yeah, the class of 2024, and they came in with me. I'm especially proud of this group because we came to Butler County High School together, and it was during COVID, and they were young and nervous freshmen, but we grew up together, changed the school, I think, hopefully made it better, and they put up with me and put up with us evolving as a school system, and we joke that it's the Butler County community college, really, as we get kids off going to college and going to work and things like that, and so they've survived those evolutions and changes in our school system, and thankfully we survived through COVID and we've got back to some normalcy, and man, I'm excited for this group to see what they do as they get out in the real world.
All right.
Hey, we're back.
Okay. I said it's great to watch the hugs and the kisses and the tears and everybody making pictures and congratulating everybody. So it's a very diverse class.
Definitely.
Definitely. And
as Butler County has a growing Hispanic community, and more and more Hispanic kids are going through our school district, contributing a lot to it.
Yes.
In a lot of different ways, and it's
very much a part of our community.
It's been a good thing for our community and our school district as well.
That's
so we're glad to see that.
Mm-hmm.
The gym floor is just literally packed right now.
Yeah, you couldn't move. And it probably will be for the foreseeable future as everybody gives their hugs and congratulations to their graduates.
Mm-hmm. And you'll be seeing some of these on the Hill, Nick?
We will certainly be seeing a few of these on the Hill.
As Nick works at WKU.
Yeah, we always seem to have a few Butler County graduates head our way. We'll have a few head up towards Louisville and Lexington, even some out towards Murray.
Yes.
But we're always happy to have them stay close to home as well and come to Western and Bowling Green.
Had several of the athletes signed to go on to play collegiate sports. We've also have a lot of young men and women heading into trades and skills, and
Military service.
Yes. And want to give a shout out to Principal Story Young, recognized the veterans.
He was a coach.
He was a coach?
Oh, yeah, back in the day.
Oh. That's how he draws that line in the sand, isn't it?
That's right.
He's a coach.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
All right.
They're hollering at their kids. We want to see you. We want to see you.
And we're going to go one last time to Mr. Tuck, the superintendent, as he talks about some of the accomplishments of this graduating class.
And we want to thank Brady Jones for getting these videos for us.
And let's hear from Mr. Tuck.
Some of the accomplishments this year that I'm very proud of our graduating class, they have 90% of the students are transition ready. That's the highest that we've ever had in Butler County's history. We have students that are transition ready in multiple areas, which means that they have multiple doors that are open to them as they, again, end this chapter in their life and they move on to the next chapter. We also had 35 students this year that's graduating this 24 class that had some form of either co-op or work-based learning, which is another expansion that we have added here in Butler County Schools. And just so proud that our students have taken advantage of that. And that links closely to our portrait of a learner in providing as far as those competencies and skills that students will need to be successful as they move into the workforce.
All right, we're back. We are back here at Butler County High School Gymnasium, and I'd say we're getting ready to probably wrap up this show.
Yes, sir.
We've seen about all we can see. Families are still having moments with their graduates and such, but once again, we'd like to really express our appreciation to Morgantown Bank and Trust for becoming the sole sponsor of Butler County High School Graduation 2024. And what did Mr. Young just announce, that going to the library?
I heard the word library.
Yeah, so
I think they have some setups for photos and that sort of thing.
And I think they're kind of getting them filed on out here. But again, we appreciate Morgantown Bank and Trust. We are fortunate at WLBQ to be able to work with the bank and Butler County School District to help make this possible. And we're appreciative of their support and our ability to participate in it. And we really want to congratulate the school district and this specific class of graduating seniors on this accomplishment.
And I've just seen two Marines in uniform come through the crowd going over to congratulate their new recruit.
Right.
So that's pretty nice that Marines have showed up here in uniform.
Right.
I hope they're not planning on taking him right now.
They might be going.
That was quick.
Pablo Gregorio.
That was quick. We appreciate Nick.
And they're getting their picture made with him down there.
That's cool.
Nick and Jeremy, we appreciate, man. Me and Diane would have been up here. We'd have just jumped off the balcony about 5 minutes in if Diane and I had been here. So we appreciate you guys being here with us and making the ball roll, so to speak.
And this will be on Facebook, so you can watch it when you get home. If we make a mistake, we're sorry.
We'll just try to keep getting better at it.
But we've enjoyed our time here. There's Uncle Russell down there.
Diane, go ahead and take us out.
Okay. Again, thank you to everybody. WLBQ and Beech Tree News is about being part of this community, and we want to continue to do things like this, and local sponsorship makes that possible. So thank you. Congratulations.